What the fuck? Dude, like, come on, be real.
You came to get a drink, man, for boys.
Fucking drink. Who are you, bro? Yo, dog.
I fucked up.
I'm tired of suffering. I'm tired of suffering.
Soft. Overrated. Pretty boy. A bitch.
Welcome back to another episode of Big Six Bants. I'm joined by Cal. I'm joined by Jamie. And we are here. We are available. And the first game has been played. Yes, Liverpool have started this season with 3 points away to Ipswich Town, where they got barebacked 2-0. Although they put up a fight to begin with, but there was no lube in the end, guys. So, of course, you know, we decided to start a fire in there. And, you know, it is what it is. And Ipswich Town won't be walking. Ipswich Town won't be walking to Ipswich. Let's just say that.
Wow.
So, guys,
they can't look their mums in their own eyes. You know what I mean? It's that bad.
Yeah. As someone would say, you kiss your mother with that mouth. That is what some would say as a fly on the wall.
Every player has got stretch marks around their mouth.
Whiskey around there. What?
You started
around
this,
there?
man.
What?
No, you can't say nothing much. You started this.
What?
You started this.
What? I wasn't even. Hey,
you started this, man. You started this.
You took that somewhere else. I just said that they might not be able to walk home. That's what I said. I thought. Hey. Anywho, as we said, guys, back slots, no lube. You know what I'm saying? Back slots. Anyway, that's what the second half was I filled with, should we say. But listen, as you're entering the house, I know this is slightly later than usual. So I know a portion of you guys are going to be watching this back. I understand. So please make sure you smash the like button. First thing you should be doing. Make sure you follow Kloppish and Jamie Phillips Football Chats. It's in the title. So don't be lazy. Don't be lazy, innit? Don't be lazy. Support me, support them. And of course, subscribe to Big Six Bands. We are on the road to 11.5k. You know what I'm saying? Side blood, do you sleep, fam? 1 week ago since the emergency week Monday.
That was a dark day, man.
That was a dark day, innit?
That's before anything happened. I don't remember last Monday. What happened?
It was a
dark. What happened? Huh? I don't even know what happened last Monday.
Neither do I.
I don't know what happened. Yeah,
I think I might have finished the bottle.
Yeah, you definitely got through the bottle.
I believe
you were 3/4 of the way through before you press go live.
Intravenously, he was just having it through the arm. Man.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my days, fam. I don't even know what to say. Yeah, last week was a dark like we were in bad places, man. But the only thing that was keeping me like afloat was simply this: like it's all fun and games until the ball has to get kicked in and someone drops points. Unfortunately, it was the Spurs fans, weren't it? So
and Chelsea,
you know. Oh yeah. Well, Chelsea. What are Chelsea? They're a record label. They're a forex trader. Click the link in my bio. Escape the matrix. You know what I'm saying? Join my group chat. There's only 10 spaces left. We're all making 10 to 15 grand a week.
Oh, Chelsea, man.
You know what I'm saying? Man are calling it Zuba Monday. That's what they were calling it, Zuba Monday.
Super Monday. Yeah.
We were so close to getting him, you know.
Well,
yeah. And Richard Hughes
used us to try and get a better contract.
I think Richard Hughes was locked in the toilet when the deal was meant to be happening.
Probably.
Or Superman was on the mountains with no Wi-Fi. We couldn't get hold of him. One, two.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Listen.
Fuck him anyway. He's a pussy. He wants to start Sociedad.
Oh, yeah, bro. Zuba who? Zubi doo. Who are you? Grav's gonna play the 6 now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, don't. That is going to
Bow,
start now.
bow,
People get.
Wow.
Bow.
I want to hear that. I want to hear that at Anfield next week. I ain't gonna lie.
That's the one. Listen. Bow. He says, come on now, man.
No, I usually co-sign your songs. I ain't co-sign.
Yeah.
No, double barrel.
That was bad.
How is that bad, man?
Nah, man.
Anyway, let's see who we got in the chat, man. Let's see who we got in the chat today, man. Big up Marcus. Nah, quick grab up for Ethan. Points dropped. Oh no, Ethan tomorrow. Yeah, we're punching up Ethan tomorrow.
Ethan, the Spurs fan.
Bullied tomorrow. Yeah, Ethan the Spurs fan. Yeah, Ethan's
he
done.
must be used to it. He's a Spurs fan. I mean,
nah, but Ethan come with that plug talk. He's done. He's done tomorrow. He's done. Thought he could do the cheeky thing as well. He's finished tomorrow, bro. Man had the cheat to say in the group chat, but did we lose?
No, we didn't.
Jamie Vardy's like 50, you know. There's no way they've let.
I didn't see Vardy going my 1 and yours 0 to the fans.
Yeah,
no, he didn't.
Yeah,
crazy,
he was going.
that.
He was pointing at the Premier League badge. You're going my 1, and then went to the fans.
Is he going to be a shithouse for the rest of his life?
I love Vardy. Vardy's my guy. I don't care. Vardy's my guy.
It's brilliant.
He's going to be a shithouse for the rest of his life.
I'll tell you why I like Vardy. Because Vardy takes it from fans and he'll give it back.
Yeah,
He never crosses the line with it, but he always gives it back. I rate it.
Unlike his wife who just takes it.
Whoa.
That's not my
whoa.
That's
is he
just,
30, Vardy 38 now?
Wow.
Yeah,
Vardy's a Premier League legend, by the way.
Yeah,
is he even is Jamie Vardy even fast anymore?
Yeah, he's still quick. He's still quick. Vardy's done more in the Premier League than Harry Kane.
Of course he has. Don't be silly.
I don't know. From an individual standpoint,
don't be silly. Oh shit, don't be silly, Carl. Don't be silly. Big up Israel. He says, big up Mons, can't lie. Hungarian Gerard played well against Ipswich. McAllister was horrific. Rance told you Euro is better than that B-Tech, Chris Brown, Jarrell. Also, where's your signing, Mons? You said you sang the lit signing. You don't went pound for pound for Fulham. Israel, leave me alone.
McAllister was not horrific.
He was the worst of the midfielders against Ipswich.
I've got Manchester United fans telling me they played very well against Fulham. It's just like I watched that.
Of course they're going to say that. Compared to the usual nonsense they watched, that was very good for them.
I will say Martinez is a heck of a defender.
Yeah, he's good still. I like
Is he? Isn't that the same guy that Salah span inside out?
Yeah, but Salah spins everyone, so that's be fair.
But who's Fulham's right winger?
Adama Traore.
All right.
By the way,
yeah, he can cause some guys some trouble though.
If Adama Traore had a brain, Fulham would have won that game.
I was gonna Adama Traore. All right, he barged Adama Traore once. Like, what else did he have to deal with in that game?
Oh, I think he's good. I like him. I like him.
Big up, Ben. He says, good evening and good night. Can we all laugh at the Chastity Club? I'm guessing that's Spurs. But in other news, Liverpool winning good and seeing Bants and the NAF grow is what we need. Get them to 15k by December. Oh, 50k as well. I mean, I don't like 50k, but yeah, get us to 15k by December, of course. Big up yourself. Big up Sean in the house, Cameron as well. Big up Nico, big up Big Yards as well. CJ's in the house. Yeah, you lot are all here today, innit? You lot are all in the house, man. So make sure you guys smashing the like button. Nearly 300 in the house as well. Let's talk ball, man. Let's talk ball. Let's talk ball.
Let's talk it.
Let's talk about the first half, man. Let's get out of the way.
That kind of ball. Sorry.
Let's talk about the first half. Let's just talk about the first half. We're gonna have to talk about it. Let's talk about the first half.
First half is what it was. It's what it was.
The first half. Listen, yeah.
I expected it. I think we all did.
I didn't.
Huh?
First half was really bad.
It was bad.
It felt like a game from last season.
I don't know. I felt the opposite. I thought
it was worse than way worse than last season. Way worse than the game from last season.
I don't think
Robbo is cooked, by the way. Robbo's cooked.
Yeah, I don't think Ipswich had a big chance that whole game.
Robbo's cooked.
Oh yeah, Robbo's cooked 2 years ago. He'll be off soon.
I got a shout out to K-Mac. I don't even know if K-Mac's still in the chat or not. Robbo,
Yeah, he is,
you've been saying Robbo ain't right for a little while now.
Yeah, Robbo's
cooked still.
The problem is we've got too many other things to focus on. That's why Robbo's situation
It's fucked because Robbo is the youngest out of all of like the Alissons, the Van Dijks, the Salahs.
Only just.
Ain't Robbo like 29?
Robbo's done the most running out of all them lot.
I think Robbo's 31.
Nah, Robbo's like 29, no?
Is he? I don't know.
Robbo's done the most running out of all them lot.
Hold on, let me check how old Robbo is. And
he's 30. He'd be 31 next March.
Oh, he's 30.
Yeah.
He's still, he's younger than Van Dijk. He's younger than Salah. He's younger than.
Yeah,
Alisson.
so he's.
Alisson, yeah.
Yeah, but
he's
34. He's 34.
I thought at least maybe always thought Robbo, because of the way he is, he's kind of like he's the left back version of Jamie Vardy. If Jamie Vardy was a left back, he'd be Andy Robertson.
You know the difference, though, you can get away with it up top, though, innit? Because you're doing bursts of sprints now and again.
Yeah. So my thing is that I thought Robbo would start declining at like 31, 32.
Do you know what Robbo gets away with a lot with, though? It's because he's got a very good recovery pace.
Yeah, he's got
a defender as well,
and he can still defend.
Yeah, he's a better defender. He's a better defender than Tsimikas, and he's got better recovery pace than Tsimikas. Tsimikas is probably better on the ball, so it depends what you want. My problem is that my thing is though, Tsimikas played every game in pre-season, and I think we all thought. I bet all of us privately all thought Tsimikas is starting the first game.
I did. Yeah,
Robbo started, right? We always thought it was a Klopp thing that Robbo started when he came back. That tells me Tsimikas must not show up in training. He must just not show up in training.
He looked way better than Robbo. Like when he come on off the bench,
But Robbo just must show more in training, and that's why he plays. Because it's not just Klopp; it's Slot now. You know,
I don't know if Robbo's going to start next game though, man. Can you guys confidently say Robertson's going to start against Brentford?
I don't think he will.
I didn't think he was going to start against Ipswich, but I think he'll start against Brentford because it's at home.
I mean, there's a few things we do need to talk about in that first half, and obviously, and you lot are going to think I'm going to be the negative guy, but fuck it, I'll be the villain, man. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. I'll be the fucking villain at this point. I'm not going to lie. The way Szoboszlai got ragdolled into the crowd like a bitch pissed me off.
Wow.
Pissed me off.
This isn't villain. This is
pissed me the fuck off, man. If I'm honest.
I agree.
Are we going to single out him, or are we going to speak about first half?
Yeah, like Diaz again, like.
Yeah, but Diaz is Diaz, ain't he? The only midfield that showed up for the whole game was Gravenberch.
No one showed up was Gravenberch. Yeah,
Gravenberch was all right in the first half. He was good in the first half.
Bro, Gravy Boat was the only one that was good for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
He's the only one that was good for 90 minutes.
Szoboszlai, I give Szoboszlai's credit. He kicked on in the second half. And
second half.
He showed what he has got in quality that he needs to do more often.
It was in little bits, but for me, first half it was more of the same.
Yeah, I agree.
Too long to make his mind up. Got dashed into the crowd like a bitch. Like, thinking he's got more time on the ball than he does. Chasing his fucking touch. It was just, I'll be honest, like I was like, get this guy off the fucking pitch. That's where my mind was at in the first half. I was like, get him off. Him and Robbo, get them off. I was even saying, get Nunez on. I was even saying, you know what? We might need a bit of Captain Chaos. That's what it drove me to. I was saying, we might just need a little bit of Captain Chaos.
That game didn't suit Darwin at all.
No, I know, but like I was thinking, bro, just do anything at this point.
Yeah, I thought Salah was good. I thought Salah was good all game as well. I thought he's good.
Are you going to speak about anyone else, Mons?
So, obviously, we had to speak about the centre back as well. So, Jarrell, the lap was giving him problems. I ain't gonna lie. The aerial duels when aerial dueling. You know what I'm saying? You know when you got to win your duels. You don't say duels, or we say duels. You know what I'm saying? Kwanzaa didn't win his duels.
But he weren't even. He didn't have a bad game though.
No, Kwanzaa didn't have a bad game. Kwanzaa was one of our better defenders. He was better than Robbo, and Trent for me was all right. I just think Trent was venturing in his own little world.
I thought Trent defended all right, to be fair.
Yeah, Trent overall, I think Trent had a good game.
Yeah,
I think Trent had a good game.
Kwanzaa, genius.
No, I didn't say anything. Let's face it,
it was a tactical genius move by Slot, what he did at half time. and I credit the man for it. I don't understand why the people like Simon Jordan and Alan Shearer are slagging Slot off for it.
Because they got nothing better to do.
I don't get it. I don't get it. He didn't.
Wasn't
even
Alan
put-
Shearer in charge of Newcastle and lost every single game? Like, what's
This is
what
what
was
I.
it?
It's why. That's why I said on my show earlier. If Alan Shearer had any tactical nails about him, he wouldn't have relegated. his own
In that
team. But-
first half, my point was I thought Kwanzaa was the second best defender in our team.
Yeah, he was. He was, but it still doesn't look. I think people just get things really wrong sometimes, and even if you're substituted for a tactical reason, doesn't mean you didn't have a good game. It's just that
because football is fickle. Like people are saying, stinker and hooked, worst, absolute stinker, worldy of a stinker, and all that stuff. There,
he had a good game. He just
I
worked.
think
There
he
was
even got like
something
a 7,
missing.
he had a 7.1 rating at half time, higher than most people.
I disagree.
It's just that Slot saw something where so basically putting Konaté on stopped Ipswich going direct, and because it stopped Ipswich going direct, Liverpool could push up further up the pitch. Because they pushed up further through the pitch, Trent could come an extra midfielder, and we could be more aggressive with our possession.
I think that and more. I also think that Konaté is worlds ahead of Kwanzaa when it comes to defending wide areas. So in that wide space area, that's Konaté's bread and butter. Obviously, Cal speaks about it. Say Cal always does the it's going to get Konaté injured. Konaté's going to get injured defending these wide areas, but it is what he's very good at. He's very, very good at it. And Kwanzaa got caught out with the first time touch where the ball come over the player's shoulder and he done the first time touch down the line.
Yeah.
That's where he got caught out. And I think, as I said, aerially, that was giving him big problems. I think passing wise, everything else was fine. As I said, Van Dijk makes an
terrible mistake.
An absolute suicidal pass. Where, if we're being honest, I think Amari Hutchinson should do a little bit better. But
Kwanzaa bailed him out.
But Kwanzaa bails out Van Dijk.
That's very true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That and let's be honest, the VVD memes would have been like, you man know what it's like when Van Dijk makes a mistake. If we get punished, and on match day 1, the VVD is cooked. Narrative would have been.
To be fair, like to Van Dijk, after 10 minutes, he just stepped up. It was game over.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm the best, man.
The 60-yarders. The cross.
Is it?
60-yarders.
I don't know if there's been a better Premier League passing centre-back. Maybe apart from, who's the guy at Bolton?
I've got to say a name here.
It's
David
not many
Luiz.
better.
David
Luiz,
David
yeah.
Luiz was
David Luiz, Van Dijk.
David Luiz was doing it with both feet, just 60,
David Luiz.
I'll be honest. People say this. Jacob Anderson at Palace.
months facts.
He's got that, I don't know if
Anderson
you can see that he's got bare. Like, when man say fade, there's fade on it. He's got fade on those crosses. Do you know who had it as well? Alderweireld. He was very good. Very good.
John Terry weren't bad either,
Yeah, John Terry had a few.
John Terry could.
John. I'm going to say this though. People can come at me for this.
Yeah,
Virgil van Dijk is the best one-on-one. Virgil van Dijk is the best one-on-one defender in Premier League history. I don't care what anyone says.
Who can come at you for that?
Oh, people will. Yeah, his one-on-one defending is the best I've seen in the Premier League.
I don't think that's up for debate. If it is, then I'd love to know.
It's just, and them 60-yard diagonals. He does it like it ain't no effort.
Yeah.
Remember
when Joe Gomez used to do them in 1920, just like Van Dijk? When Joe Gomez used to do them.
Yeah,
it was that. I think that was where the nickname came from. When you saw Joey doing it, and you're like, wait, why could he do that? Like, I was like, why could he do that? Like, I'm not complaining though. Why could he do that? Do you know what I'm saying? But just going back to obviously Kwanzaa, like Kwanzaa did bail. I think there was also a time where Kwanzaa was 1v1 and he makes the tackle as well, where he has to change his body stance quite early in the game. I think it's disingenuous to Ipswich to just say that they were going long and trying to just dunk on Kwanzaa. They also played. They ran rings around us in terms.
Yeah,
of
but they went direct to the final third and then played their football. That was
but there were also times where they were mashing. They were mashing triangles through the middle of our.
Yeah, but
I don't know if you agree with me on that one.
Yeah, they do.
Triangles around
what people got to remember, though, and I keep saying this, with the Ipswich game, McKenna's been at Ipswich for I think a couple of years now, and these boys know how to play. So it don't matter if they've gone up a division. They're going to play the McKenna way, right? And that's the right thing to do. So they understand the task at hand. It's also at Portman Road, their first game back in the Premier League, and it's arguably already their biggest game of the season at Portman Road, apart from probably Man United going there with Liverpool.
Yeah.
So if you put all that together and slot as your new manager, it is going to be a little bit dodgy at first. You have to work your way into games, and eventually your quality will show. But what you got to do is make sure you don't do anything silly to put you in behind. You know, Slot was probably peed off in the first half, and I think Robbo said that in an interview. You know, but he probably expected it as well. You know, it's going to happen. I remember. Do you remember when Arsenal went away to Brentford? The opening day of the season.
Yeah. Got smashed.
And Brentford smashed them up. You know, that can happen. It's such a big occasion. Then players have been flying. They understand McKenna's role, what he wants them to do. Slot's new there. So I expected a sort of first half like that. And then as the game goes on, our quality will show. We'll start to open them up. In the end, we probably should have won 4-0. You know, if Diaz...
that's an understatement, man. I'm sorry, 4-0. You're being nice, Jamie. If I'm honest, you're being nice.
Yeah. If Diaz knew how to put the ball in the back of the net, you know what I'm saying? It would be...
We need to have a conversation, you know.
Yeah. But before we obviously get to some of those bits as well, yeah, I still think taking off, like, after I did sit down and think about it, taking off Kwanzaa was the right decision. I do think that, yes, everyone else did lose their duels. You know what I'm saying? I think Robbo was getting dominated. I think Trent at times struggled a little bit as well. Van Dijk had the wobbly first 10-15 minutes. So I just think that Jarrell was, again, the aerial duels that was giving him problems. And that's not really something we know Jarrell for, is to lose his duels like that. But listen, he's young.
Gomez has always been... That's one of Gomez's weaknesses.
Yeah.
Aerial drills, you know, centre backs out. No one's perfect, are they?
And I think, so I do think people are overdoing it with the all-time stinkers type thing. I just think that's being overdone. I think we're overdoing it.
The all-time stinker is Lovren at Wembley Stadium.
Yeah,
that's the all-time stinker.
Oh my God,
that was nothing like that.
I pray to God I never see another Liverpool player.
That was the worst.
And just also for me, I think what I was annoyed about more so in the first half. We already know McKenna was gonna tell his boys, "You man win every fucking duel today."
Yeah, cool.
We know that was the first thing on their mind. Before you play any football, you win your duels against these man. Don't let them play their pretty football. Yeah, cool. But when we did get the chance to play our pretty football, when we got Gravenberch on the half turn and he done what he needed to do through the lines, for me, apart from finding Gravenberch in between the lines, it was literally, fuck it, Salah's going to be up there somewhere. Teacup!
Yeah.
That, boot it to Salah and just pray. Boot it to Salah and pray.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That was what annoyed me about the first half.
It's because the players...
Is that the times we did get on the ball, because that's not like they dominated. They didn't dominate us on the first half.
No, they didn't.
They caused us way too many problems. There was way too much unrest. We were never comfortable in the first half. But the fact that when we were on the ball, we weren't like... We were literally getting corners. And what's worse, we were literally committing way too many men forward from corners as well.
You know,
another day, Amari Hutchinson scores rather than tries to cut in and try and beat two man.
He's all left foot, isn't he? You know what it is? It's the first half was Jurgen Klopp Liverpool. The second half was Arne Slot. You know what I mean? It's going to take a while for the players to understand what Slot wants for 90 minutes. So
you reckon the players are in a bit of autopilot?
Yeah, of course they are. Most of these players have played for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years under Jurgen Klopp. They're so drained to know what to do from Jurgen. It's sort of like grey matter takes over. It's second nature, ain't it?
Yeah, you got to reprogram the system.
Yeah, so it's going to take a while for Slot to actually, because apparently Robbo's come out and said that Slot went mental at him at half time. Absolutely mental. He lost his shit apparently. Right, and in the second half, they came out and played the way that Slot wanted. He made the substitution, and straight away we're like pressing, and playing that lovely 1-2 football in the midfield, knocking it about, short passing through the middle. Which I
also think, because it depends, you can look at it a positive or negative way. I also think they gassed out. I think they gassed out.
Yeah, of course they did. Yeah, of course
You
they
can't
did,
go
yeah.
man to man. It happened to Leeds a lot under Bielsa. It
Yeah,
happened
they
a lot. It
they-
happened.
You blow the
Go on.
load early. Put it that way. They blew their load early.
Yes, Cal. What do you want to say?
Not what Jamie was going to say.
That's basically the truth, though, isn't it? They blew their load early. Then,
It almost felt like a boxing match with Ipswich. And I think we're going to see this a lot with Slot. Klopp was very much a manager, get out there from the first minute and try and break these lot early. I think Slot's going to just systematically break teams down. So we may end up going through quite a lot of first halves where we're not a goal up.
Yeah, I agree.
But when it gets to like 55, 60 minutes, you might see the floodgates open because you've just grind this team down and you've just given them a mental and physical battering. And now's the time where you start scoring goals. So I think Slot's going to do the business. He's just doing it with a handicap, unfortunately.
Well, what's wrong with him?
He's
You mean sign it off?
As in, no,
He got one leg shorter than the other.
no, as in, he's
Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Jordan.
No, but shall I tell you what it is? I have to put my hand up because I don't want to interrupt, but at the same time, I want you to know, like, yeah, I want to jump in on this point.
Cal, that's what I do, man. That's what I do.
Big up Mr. Link with the super chat. He goes, Szoboszlai in the back and in the back Slow Express. Big up Mr. Link. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm just really happy with Gravenberch in that first half. I feel like for me, like there was one time where he got the ball in the half turn, brought it forward, and he dinked a little ball over to Salah. The touch was a little bit far ahead of him just for the touch, but the idea was there, the intent was there. And what did I tell man about Gravy Boat? What did I tell man about Gravy Boat?
That's 3 good games in a row now. If you count the 2.
What did I tell man about Gravy Boat?
I don't think he should be playing where he's playing.
To me,
but I think Gravenberch obviously looks better in a deeper role. You know, that seems to be his position. Not exactly a 6, but he looks better in a deeper role.
It weren't him on the half turn that impressed me because I know Gravenberch has got that. I tried to tell Carl this guy's better than Sobo, and man was like, I said, Carl, put your stocks in Grav. He's like, nah, man, I don't see where he's gonna fit in the plans. Where is he even gonna play? Is he gonna play? Will he even play? I'm like,
I'll be real. Without if Zubi came in, Gravy wouldn't be starting.
I think he would. I believe the word from the club is that Slot wanted Zubimendi, Gravenberch, and McAllister is his midfield
Mac
3.
in the 10, yeah,
and Mac further up the pitch. Yeah, that's what he wanted.
I can get behind.
So it was meant to be. It was meant to be Zubimendi and Gravenberch and double pivot.
Yeah,
and McAllister a bit.
I would have turned that into a box midfield of Trent, McAllister, Zubimendi, and Gravenberch.
Yeah, and Trent would have come in.
I mean, I think you skirted over the Trent subject very well, Mon. So I'm not going to drag you into deep waters there.
What are you talking about? You don't want to go there because Trent had a good game defensively and offensively. So
not defensively.
You don't want to go.
I thought
what do you mean? What do you mean, Cal?
I thought he was all right defensively.
So players weren't skipping past Trent now.
Barely, bro. What you mean?
A couple of occasions.
Was Trent crap defensively? I thought Trent was good. Even the rival fans were saying Trent.
I never said crap. I never said crap.
I thought he had that. He had that where he defended that 1-on-1. I thought he did really well on in the middle of the pitch. Yeah. Look, Trent's never going to be the Van Dijk of fullbacks. That's never going to happen. But if he can keep that
on this,
he just needs to keep that mentality up. If he can keep that mentality up and do both, you know, if he can defend good and attack in a world-class manner, I'm pretty happy with it. Is he going to give up chances occasionally defending?
People are saying it, bro. They're saying Trent was good defensively, man. Carl's on that bougie banner right now.
It was better. It was better on Robbo. Let's put it that way.
Like, I'm pretty sure I remember Trent getting beat like twice. Max. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie though, Hutchinson was a decent player. He's a good player still. But yeah, so again, Cal, you're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying? Gravenberch. Obviously, I know Gravenberch is against Ipswich, innit? So we're gonna have to see against Brentford, which I think will be comfortable against Brentford.
But yeah, you can still praise him. He's still
praise him, man. He had a good game. He had a good game, man.
Because he's had to bind his time and he's not sitting there biting his lip or Klopp on the sideline before he comes on.
I'm not going to go overboard, but I'm definitely not going to underrate that performance.
Yeah, exactly. And you can see what McAllister. You can see what Gravenberch is good at. I think we've got a sample size now to see actually what he's good at. He's very good at passing through the lines. That's a very good skill, and he's very good at
receiving the ball through the
ball.
lines.
He's very good at receiving ball, and I think he's a bit press resistant as well. So, I can actually see why he's playing the 6. I can get it. I understand it.
Like, I thought he was coming in as a 6 when we first signed him, and then fans were like, "Nah, he plays in the 8. Like he played further forward for Ajax, and for Bayern, Bayern wanted him to play deeper, and it weren't working."
Yeah, he's better playing deeper. He's better playing deeper because he receives the ball really well and he breaks the lines with his passing.
I'm telling you right now, what impressed me so much with him, he didn't do the pretty boy thing. Like, did you not see the way he was leaning on players, bro?
Yeah,
ushering them out of play.
See the slide tackles.
Yeah, giving it, bro. He's giving away fouls. I don't remember Gravenberch giving away fouls. There was like 5 fouls in it was like 4 fouls in the first half.
Don't mind that.
I was like, don't mind it. Don't mind it.
There were tactical fouls as well. They weren't through.
They break up play. It's what Rodri's best at. You know, everyone when you watch Rodri, he doesn't always win the ball, but what he's so good at is giving tactical fouls away.
Literally,
it stops momentum.
Yeah, man, he was the one in that first half. He was the driving force. Let's get to more positives. Let's speak more on more positive matters in the first half.
I will say one thing quickly. I think Gravenberch, what they're doing to Gravenberch, could be what Klopp did to Gini Wijnaldum.
Yeah, because Gini come in as a 10.
Yeah, and realised he could play that deeper role where he's good at receiving the ball and passing through the lines.
Guys, before we move on to the second half, we do have 300, just shy of 350 in the house right now. So make sure you guys smash the like button. We're currently sitting on 99 likes. So if you haven't hit that like button, please do. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do that as well, guys. Remember to subscribe to the lads. It is in the title as well. Man, second half. Or was there anything else you guys wanted to speak about in the first half?
Not in the first half.
The dry pitch. so dry.
Left wing. We gotta have a conversation.
That fake left winger. Sort of.
You know what's killing me with Diaz? Yeah, when we went 1 or 2-0 up, and he flicked the ball over the player's head, and I was like, wait, this guy's so shameless.
Look, do you know what it is with Diaz? Yeah, I understand why he plays. Because
he does everything else. He's a
constant for 90 minutes. He's involved in absolutely everything. Do
you know?
I understand it, but with Gakpo can really miss a whole game, but then out of nowhere, Gakpo can get you 2 GA, but he won't be involved in the game at all.
And but that's kind of like pick your poison in a way, because
exactly.
For me, I've always said it, even when Gakpo first signed, I always said to Cal, I said, bro, Cal, remember we speaking about Cal, do you sometimes just forget that Gakpo's playing? Like, you just forget that he's in the game.
You used to call him Ghostpo.
Huh? What do you say?
You used to call him Ghostpo. Oh, you've forgotten, yeah?
Casper Ghostpo.
Yeah.
You know, I just noticed I haven't got the chat on for some reason.
But no, like I hear it, and even so, as well with Diaz, like genuinely, you know what Diaz reminds me of? You know when Mane used to have the proper stinkers, like the game against Leeds where Harvey Elliott done his ankle is one that comes to mind.
Yeah,
for me. Do you remember that game? How bad Mane was that game? He still scored at the end. He still managed to get the goal in the end. He got his goal, even though that should have been his hat trick. By the way, that should have been his hat trick. But
I think he had 10 shots in that game, and only scored 1 goal.
Yeah, but like, and they weren't even like pop shots from outside the box. By the way, they weren't pop shots. I'll tell you that. Diaz reminds me of when Mane used to have his stinkers. Like, but I'm talking about like the rare stinker. You know the rare stinkers that Mane used to have, like the one against Napoli. Was it Napoli in the champs where he missed their one?
Oh,
it reminds me of those games where I'm looking at Mane going, "You're so fucking cold, but what the fuck is wrong with you?" At the same time, like I know Cal nearly dive through the monitor when Diaz tried to flick it over the keeper and not just Ross it in the net. I know Cal dived through the.
It was two situations. It was that one, but also we were in our own half by the corner flag, and instead of just clearing his lines, he decided
Try to flick it, yeah. Try to
once.
flick it. Do you know who Diaz reminds me of? He reminds me of another Liverpool player. He reminds me of Luis Garcia.
No, Lewis had way better end product.
He does, but you know what I mean? Luis Garcia tried daft.
Wasn't as explosive.
Yeah, look, like, and with Diaz, I understand why Diaz plays. If I'm a manager of Liverpool right now, I'm probably picking Diaz over Gakpo at left wing as well, because what he gives me in a 90-minute game is probably
he don't run out of gas.
Yeah, and to be fair, look, he does keep possession in the wide area of the pitch because of his dribble take-ons. So he lets you get up the pitch. He lets the midfield get further up and join the attack. So
yeah, I'm with Cameron on this one. It's as long as Nunez and Diaz aren't playing together. That's too many misses. It's too many sitters.
Talking about misses. When Jota missed that beautiful cross from Trent and he headed it past the post, I was like, Jota, not now. And then 2 seconds later, he just scored. That's the mentality of Jota. That's the mentality of Jota. And that's why Jota has to play. All strikers miss. Every striker misses chances.
I still think Diaz's miss was worse than Jota's, though.
But Diaz's miss was, he does. You realize Diaz didn't shoot. He tried to flick it over the keeper, but he put too much on the flick and flicked it over the bar.
He tried to score like a Neymar goal instead of just scoring a Diaz goal. That's what he tried. He has to look. It's like just. It's so frustrating because you watch him 1 minute and he's taking 3 players on. He's looking great, and you're like, right now cross it, and he holds on for it for too long, or then he crosses it far too early when no one's in the box, or then he has a shot. Did you see that shot when he went in the corner flag? It was just like, what is going on? And then Cody, I know if Cody played that game, I reckon he might have scored or assisted. But I might not have seen Cody for 75 minutes in the match.
I also think that there were times where Diaz did also do positive things in that game, like the little scissor kick volleyball that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I'm telling you, Diaz does shit, and it's so annoying because he plays like he's 21 and he plays like he's on trial.
Yeah,
but
Diaz and Gakpo would be fantastic backups. Fantastic back. If we sat there and went, we've got XYZ as left winger, but Diaz or Gakpo's the competition or the rotational player, we'd all be in heaven. We'd be like, yeah, we're cooking, guys.
What? Let's think about it. Let's go through all the left wingers in the Premier League, though. How many left wingers in the Premier League are actually that good?
There's not many at the moment. The right wingers.
I'm trying to think of it. You got Andy Gordon.
Gordon's the best left winger in the league.
You got Gordon, Diaz, Gakpo. Who's the Man United left winger?
Maybe
Rashford.
Kudus on the left. Maybe
Rashford.
Kudus on the left.
No, Kudus is more for 10.
You man see him against Villa?
Yeah, he did a lot of his work when he was coming inside. Pause.
He looked better through the central areas. Kudos. He looks better in the 10, if you ask me. I'm trying to think of it like natural left wingers, guys. Who's actually a really good Matoma? He don't move me like that, but he's all right.
I'm gonna be real. If I fit Matoma, for me,
I don't get the Matoma hype.
I do. Fit Matoma over. I'm taking over Diaz and Gakpo.
I don't think Matoma gets you GA, but he does what Diaz. But I think Matoma does what Diaz.
In a Liverpool team, I think he would. Eze's not really a natural left winger, though, is he?
Eze's more of an 8 and 10, ain't he?
Yeah.
Bro, you man just stop being silly, and it's Gordon in it. Like, he's the best one in it. That is what
Gordon's probably. Do you know the two best?
Gordon's the best left winger in the league.
If you're looking for goals and assists, it arguably is Gakpo and Gordon. If you're looking for just GA,
I think there's a myth around Gakpo and GA. He's never done it for Liverpool. He gets a lot of talk of Gakpo's he's a GA guy, and at Liverpool he hasn't been.
Your man is saying Matoma 59 goals at 27. Oh shit! Adingra, everyone knows Adingra is my guy, innit? But he's still
Dingra's
still a
good,
bit
man.
raw.
But he's raw. He's raw, isn't
Yeah, it's still a bit
Yeah.
raw. Not the raw that we call Darwin Nunez. That's the raw means shit. Like not that raw.
Pedro Neto is a left winger.
Monts, I don't understand your Gordon hype, bro. You lot don't see it. You lot.
Shall I be
don't
honest?
see it.
I actually think Harvey Barnes is more talented than Anthony Gordon.
I'll give
But
it.
Anthony Gordon's way more robust.
I like Anthony Gordon. I think he's all right player. You know?
Anthony Gordon is the best left winger in the league currently. It is as simple as that. There's no arguments.
And
Yes,
by
the
the
pool
sound
of
of
left
it.
wingers isn't great. The pool of left wingers isn't great, so I understand that. But Gordon's still doing this season. I'm seeing double figures goals and assists, and he's
I
dropping.
don't know, Man City fan.
And also, Anthony Gordon's a prick as well. You know, he's a prick. I want that in my team. He's a prick. He's always getting yellows.
He's getting away with that because he's not at Liverpool. You can't afford to do that at Liverpool because we get yellow cards just for spitting on the ground, it seems.
Yeah, man.
I don't know Doku.
I've said this from the beginning.
Doku is worse than Diaz.
No, yeah, Doku again. I don't get anyone. If someone says, sack Diaz off, and then go get Doku, I'm just like, what? Huh?
No, I'm not taking Doku.
Big up Jada Activity goes. Son plays left wing. Son's a weird one, isn't it, for me? Like Son's days of taking plays on are done.
Yeah, Son's dead right now.
But in front of goal, he's such a gunman. Yes.
Yeah, he's clinical in front of goal, but
he's the only one. He's one of the only players for me that consistently makes Alisson look average.
Yeah, he shouldn't be captain.
Top 4 finishers in the league: Son, Isak, Haaland, and Jota. In terms of just pure finishing.
Yeah, goal game to goal ratio easily.
Yeah.
Even just with the eye test, when you see them in front of goal, you think bloody hell, the next.
Yeah, I've always said. I think Son's washed now. That'd be absolutely fair, but he shouldn't be Tottenham captain, that's for sure. But he's a fantastic player in his day. But he's a striker now, really, ain't he? You know who plays left wing for Tottenham? And it Brennan Johnson,
Werner.
Well, there you go.
But well, actually, they've got Oddbert now, innit? They got Oddbert, so we'll see how much minutes Oddbert gets for them. He's a really good player.
It should be Brennan Johnson, I reckon.
But he's crap, though, man. But even though he got 10 assists, but he's still crap. But
stinky.
Yeah, man. Like the Diaz thing for me, like there's certain things he does in the game. I said when he takes the ball down, he drives, he beats a couple of players. Even before that shot goes into the stands, to shift the ball round those two players with 1 foot. How do you do these things and then do something so shit seconds later? Like, it's so annoying. It's so frustrating. And I don't know how long I can sit there and say, you know what, if he just brushed up in front of goal, if he just brushed up his end product, he's
27.
Exactly.
Do you imagine how good he would be if he did front? If Diaz had better like final third actions, we're talking about one of the best left wingers in the world.
Yeah, but this. I hear what you're saying, Jay, and I'm not even digging at you here. But you could say that about so many players over the course of history.
Yeah.
If Jackson Martinez was a decent finisher, Chelsea wouldn't be looking at Osherman. If Darwin,
no. Jackson Martinez was a very good finisher, the Colombia one.
Sorry, Nicholas Jackson.
Don't hate him about Jackson, man. Don't hate him about Jackson Martinez.
If Darwin Nunez was a better finisher, we wouldn't be speaking about players like Isak and all this. If Jota wasn't injury prone, we'd be speaking about Jota being the best striker in the league. These players are who they are. Like, Diaz ain't taking us to the league title, in my opinion. Unless he has a massive change.
Yeah, I think it all just depends what sort of winger you want in your team. If you want goal scoring wingers, then like goal scoring attack minded wingers, then Diaz is probably not your man. But if you want a winger that's going to control possession on the left-hand side and take players on, help the team build up play, then Diaz is probably the perfect play for you. So I suppose it depends. Depends what wingers you want.
Doesn't really get it's like that either.
Depends what sort of winger you want.
For as creative and as good as he is at dribbling, he should get way more assists. But it's his final part, his end product just stinks a lot of the time.
I've said this plenty of times. I actually think he assists better when he plays off the right.
I don't want to see him anywhere near the right.
But I've always said that. I've always thought his assisting's better when he plays off the right. I actually think Diaz is going to end up as a central player eventually anyway.
as I said, I still think the hate is overplayed with Diaz. Like when he's spoken about like he's a scrub. I think there's not a lot of wingers that can do what Diaz does outside of his finishing.
Yeah, exactly. It's just annoying. It frustrates you, don't it? That's all it is.
Yeah, it's very frustrating because we have seen certain finishes. We actually have seen some cultured finishes from Diaz where you go, well, fucking hell, you've seen me do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that as well, similar to what people say about Nunez is a defender's nightmare. Let's be honest. He is. As much as I think he's crap, he's a defender's nightmare. So is Diaz. I feel like you want a defender's nightmare on the wing rather than up front.
I wouldn't want, to be fair, I wouldn't want to defend against Darwin. He would cause a centre-back nightmare. There's no doubt about that.
He'd cause a centre-back nightmares if the centre-back has no pace or no strength.
A lot of centre-backs ain't.
I hear. As I said, like, listen, I'm not really trying to glaze Diaz. I'm just saying there were things he did in the game that were very good, and then you literally see him try and flick the ball. Like, I know Cowles. I'll be honest, I'm saying I know Cowles did it because I did it. When Diaz flicked the ball over the bar, because it was 0-0 at the time, by the way. It was 0-0 at the time. And I believe not long after that, we were saved by the offside flag when Van Dijk gave away the penalty.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Could have been a very different situation.
That was never a penalty.
Like,
no, for me it was.
It was a pen. I thought it was a pen. Definitely a pen.
I
think it was a pen. Big up,
the player went down before he touched him. You could see it. He was already down.
Big up, was good, but they would have given it though. They definitely would have given it with the angle, the way where he fell, Virgil's arm going across him when he was.
Well, and Diaz should have had a penalty as well. That was the case.
But by the way, also, how does Barnes, whatever his name is, doesn't get a second yellow card when he slaps the ball with his hand?
Because it's Liverpool. Because it's Liverpool.
My days!
I spotted that as it happened, and I was like, "Why is he not getting a second yellow?"
Man slapped the ball. He didn't even do it discreetly. Man slapped the ball.
It went like that. He came off his arm and then he slapped.
Did you hear Joe Cole at half time saying that weren't a red card?
Of course he would.
Give it a rest, man. Give it a rest. Big up, what's good with the super chat? It goes, Gordon is GA orientated winger, but Diaz is hands down a better natural winger.
Yeah, I agree.
Better dribbler from deep, better also in tight spaces. ETC, Gordon just has better eye for goals. One of the few GA wingers.
Yeah, it depends what it depends.
I think that's disingenuous to Gordon. People aren't see it, huh?
Gordon's a better passer than Diaz as well. Yeah. And a better crosser of the ball. And I'm not even a Gordon fan.
Wow, I thought I hated Diaz. Jesus.
No, I don't even hate him, but he is a better crosser of the ball, and he's got a better pass than Diaz.
I can understand why Diaz plays though. I can understand it.
No, I get it as well.
Yeah.
I don't want Gordon at Liverpool, by the way. I've been quite.
Oh, I know you don't. No, I know.
Yeah, I don't want Gordon.
You know, it's on the right hand side. Yeah, Salah can be the most frustrating player in our whole team, but I know Salah's going to get me a hat trick, so I don't care.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, the man's got 300 GA in 350 games for Liverpool. I don't care if Salah can't take a player on. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Who cares? Salah was immense against Ipswich for the whole game. Really good. But can we talk about that Trent pass?
Oh my God.
The one that started, was it the first goal? Jota's goal?
Yeah. Oh, when Salah first touch, spin around the back. Oh, yuck.
And the weight on it. The weight on it. Did you notice Salah didn't need to take a touch?
Yeah. And also, can we talk about the composure for Salah?
Yeah. It's just
as well. Like, very neat. Like, he literally also made it so Jota couldn't miss. Like, Jota actually couldn't miss.
Yeah. Played it right in front of him, not behind him. Because I'll tell you what, Diaz would have played it behind him.
Yeah. I felt like a goal was coming for Salah, because even when he shot and it got blocked off the line, I feel like Salah's loading. I feel like
even composure for his goal as well.
Yeah.
Quality.
Yeah, because
he looked so off balance when it was happening as well. But he kind of just done
the camera angle was quite weird for the game, because it weren't really. It's like the camera couldn't keep up with the game.
And also because the return pass from Szoboszlai did deflect, so he still had to readjust his body while the keeper's rushing at him.
That bit of skill by Szoboszlai on the halfway line.
Yeah.
And then gave it a Trent, and then Trent done the pass to Salah. Salah then passed it to Jota. That's a beautiful goal. Beautiful
move. Beautiful move. That. No, that's what led to Diaz's miss, no?
Yeah.
No, that was the opening goal.
No.
No. That led
No,
to Diaz's-
that was the pass from Salah to Trent and Trent to Mo, and Mo with the outside of the right foot to Diaz.
No. The outside where Diaz didn't score from it.
That pass from Salah.
yeah.
And when the move broke down.
That pass from Salah is nuts.
But yeah, let's
Outside of football, he's
Gravy Boat turned it on. I think, if I'm honest, I really like what Konaté gave us in winning his duels. I obviously speak about Konaté on the ball a lot. Konaté didn't even. Did they stop the high press as well? I'd said they gassed out. Like their press became a bit more lazy.
People are sleeping on Konaté's contribution to our first goal. His pass.
Yeah, he played that from the Mac. He played through the lines.
He played the pass through line of Gravenberch. Gravenberch is excellent receiver of the pass. And again,
Cal, I'm going to show you the same energy. Rich Homie Kwan does that every time. Like it's just because Konaté's done it and he's not a great passer. Like you've just gone and you get it right.
It was a great. Let's be fair. Let's have a bit of harmony here. It was.
What'd you say?
Beautiful goal,
brother. So I'm going to pray for you, man.
It was a beautiful goal.
No, Ibu done is. Do you know what it is? What I liked about Ibu, no, generally, seriously speaking, Ibu done what Cal hates and played right back and centre back at the same time. It gave Trent the free roll.
No, not as much. Yeah. Not as much.
Okay, no.
We defend
it
better.
Did happen though.
So it's like
it did happen though. Trent was able to tuck in a little bit more. I'm not saying.
I don't know. There are times Virgil has to sometimes cover Robbo and Simicast. But you don't see Virgil basically getting chalk on his boot for 60% of the game.
No, but Konaté was getting chalk on his boots at times the way he was defending the channels.
Yeah, no, but that's I don't have an issue with that. My issue.
You do have an issue with that because you're saying it's going to get him injured.
I have an issue when Konaté is fully right back and centre back, not just covering the right back.
There was a time he was right back and centre back.
It's the way because the way Klopp defends more of a Slot defends more compact. Than what
everyone's in on it.
So that right back area like looking so exposed if Trent's going in there because we're more compact. So it's easier for Konaté to get across, which makes it easier for him.
In the whole game, if I'm not mistaken, as well.
Yeah, no, zero.
That's how you defend. Structure.
It's
tactics. This is what I want,
guys.
Man.
Would Klopp have taken off that? Would Klopp have done that substitution at half time?
Of course not.
This is not a dig on Klopp. It's not a dig on Klopp. I just think I like managers are different. Yeah, not all managers are great coaches. You know, Alex. There are good coaches, obviously, because you got to get to a level. Alex Ferguson was not known to be a great coach. He's just a world-class manager of people that would make him do anything he wanted. I believe Jurgen Klopp's the same. He's a world-class manager of people, and teams run through walls for him. But Pep Linders was the coach. You know, Klopp was the manager of the team. I feel like Slot might be a bit more go on the tactical side of things, more on the coaching side of things. So I believe on training and inside training, Slot is heavily involved in training, ain't he? Yeah. He really takes part. Where Klopp was more, he stands back and watches, and Pep Linders takes the training sessions and stuff, don't he? So I think Slot.
I said this before. Klopp took on too many jobs towards the end of his tenure.
Let's talk about one thing quickly as well.
Read the Ian Graham interview from there. They just go on Klopp. Mad. Have you read it yet?
No,
go and read the Athletic article that James Pierce did with Ian Graham. Is it Ian Graham?
It does wind me up because it feels as though FSG are just blaming everything on Klopp when we all
but Ian Graham's not part of Liverpool no more, is he? That's the thing. And he basically made out
he didn't get brought back either. So what does that say about him?
Yeah, exactly. And
what did he make out? Explain this to me.
Well, so he basically didn't want Darwin Nunez. He didn't understand the Darwin Nunez transfer because our role has always been Bobby, and he thought we were going to buy a Bobby-like player to carry on because that's the way we play. That's the way our foundations are. So when he heard we were going in for Darwin, he said, "Are we changing the way we play then to accommodate Darwin? Otherwise, the transfer don't make sense." Then they said, "Did Klopp have too many enemies or take on too many roles and upset people?" And he said, "I can't talk for Michael and Julian."
Ray said, I can't talk from my core.
Or Julian, yeah.
So does that mean I prefer not to speak if I speak big trouble? Is that what I mean?
He basically ended it by saying,
or when Salah says, if I speak, there will be fire.
Yeah.
Remember when Salah said, if I speak, there will be fire?
Yeah.
Is that what that basically means?
So yeah, it looks like he's going at Klopp a little bit, saying he had all the power, and basically the owners let him sort of like get away with it, which is poor of the owners as well, you know.
We say that in hindsight, Klopp did earn that.
He earned it, yeah, he earned it. Of course he did. And Ferguson earned it at Man United. Wenger earned it at Arsenal.
The issue I think with Klopp is Klopp for me wasn't someone who watched loads of football outside of Liverpool. So, like when he saw Nunez play against us, and what's the other one as well? Minamino play against us. He probably thought, well, we're one of the best teams in the world, and they've had great games against us. They must be brilliant. Not realizing that Nunez looked brilliant against us because we were playing our defenders on the halfway line.
Yeah, Cal, and that was his only good season.
Yeah, I know.
The goals. And Saint, guess who had a good season that year as well?
Diaz.
Yeah, that was their only good seasons for their clubs when we bought.
Same with Gakpo. Gakpo we signed off the back of having a fantastic half season as well.
Yeah, but I know you're not in love with Gakpo. I still think he gets your goals, man, in important games.
I think
Cody Gakpo reminds me of Dirk. He reminds me of Dirk Kuyt. Cody Gakpo.
That's not a winger I want at Liverpool in 2024, man.
No, just that I can rely on him to get goals in big games.
As I said, if Gakpo or Diaz are the backup, I'm fine. But as a starter, it doesn't move me. But Gordon doesn't either. I want someone like a cover.
We got really.
I want a cover of Musiala. Like I want the creme de la creme.
Musiala moves me.
I want left wingers that strike fear into the right back. That you got to double up on him so you leave space for someone else.
I don't know if Cravel is that, but Musiala would.
Musiala would be my first choice, but I think
I'm with you, Musiala. In fact, I think Gakpo still scores more goals than Musiala in the Premier League.
I don't.
Guys, I'm not partaking in that blasphemy. I'm just saying.
But I like Musiala. I've always loved Musiala.
He's brilliant. He is. We got a spring of super chats we got to get through as well before we get back to some of these player performances and topics. Big up Nidal with the super chat. He goes, my friends, I might be crazy, but we as LFC fans need to gather and sign a letter and send it to the Qatari prince asking him to buy our club. In fact, we should be begging him to increase the offer.
FSG just going to reject it.
Yeah.
Remember, FSG means fuck signings, guys. Fuck signings, G.
This ain't even our worst transfer window, and we haven't even bought anyone. That's thinking.
Big up Philip. He says 300 goals and assists in 300 games for Mo Salah. That's crazy. When you come for the king, don't miss blood.
But he's not world class.
Yeah, he's not a good footballer and all that fucking bullshit, bro.
If he ain't world class, guys, if he's not world class, why isn't every right winger getting Salah numbers?
All time, bro. If a winger gets 2/3 of Salah's stats, that's considered an elite season for them. By the way, if Salah gets 17 league goals, man are looking at him sideways. Remember that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say
with 3 months out as well.
I'm just going to say about this transfer window before we carry on, monsters, that we have signed nobody, and it's still not our worst transfer window.
What would you say our worst is?
When we bought Christian Poulsen, Joe Cole.
You talk about? I thought you talk about just under sort of.
No, like Liverpool era. Do you remember that transfer window? I'd rather buy no one than buy them.
I did suppress it until you just brought it back up, Jay.
Yeah, so I'd rather buy nobody and then that for me is the worst transfer window in Liverpool history.
It is, yeah.
Even buying no one's still a better window.
What was I gonna say? Another super chat. Big up Nidal again. He says they might sell. They love money, by the way. It can be done by signing electronically. Nidal, are we leading the way, bro? What are we saying? I'm with it. If you're trying to get a petition done,
I don't think a £6 billion deal was just done by.
No, he's still bad.
We say.
Oh right,
signing the petition.
signing the petition. Yeah,
nice oyster, yeah.
Yeah, bro. No, it's a quick Apple Pay. Quick ting.
Like, you know.
Big up Lauren as well, of course. I was on the show last week. Big up,
Lauren.
lads. What do we think happened in the final month of last season?
Oh,
with
so is that the
Salah
same
Klopp issue?
Lauren?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes.
Big up
Yes.
Lauren. I didn't realize it was the same
I
one.
don't know many more Laurens, to be fair, apart from my wife. That's the only one I know.
The Salah / Klopp issue, our fall off. VVD saying something like we have to be more united as a team or something.
What do you think I think happened in that final month of last season with the Salah Klopp issue? I just think they all got pissed off at each other.
Yeah.
I actually think the players are. I don't know if this is fact or anything. I actually think the players at the end were actually pissed off Klopp was leaving.
And the way it all came out.
Yeah, I think
with each
not,
other how they
not-
let themselves down.
I think they were angry. Yeah, I think they were angry because you could tell when he left, they're all crying like they're at a funeral. It's crazy. And he had that much love for them. Them boys had so much love for him. I just think they felt hurt. And they started to behave like they felt
I don't
hurt.
think it's just that, Jamie. I think also you got to remember as well, like some of these men signed for the club for Jurgen Klopp. They didn't, unfortunately, they didn't sign for Liverpool because of it's Liverpool. If Jurgen Klopp wasn't the manager of Manchester United, they would have signed for Manchester United. Do you see what I mean by that? So, and another one is that players like Szoboszlai, or not maybe players like Szoboszlai, there are some players that signed because they wanted to work under Klopp, and he's announced he's leaving in 4 months of football.
Yeah.
Remember,
Gavardio even said he wanted to play on a Klopp. I think Szoboszlai said it. Gravenberch said it.
Some managers have got bigger pool than clubs.
Yeah,
It's just
100%.
the way it is. Just the way it is.
So,
just the way it is. But yeah, I just think they were a bit peed off of each other, and it all fell apart, and they just ran out of legs.
So speaking of the manager, Harvey Elliott and Darwin Nunez were unused subs.
Harvey Elliott one surprised me. Darwin didn't because he's barely played any preseason football.
Well, because he's crap.
I think they all came on if Klopp was in charge.
Gakpo's barely been back as well, Cal. Let's not stop making excuses.
Yeah, no, but I know Darwin got to was it?
And where did
Gakpo go and play? Number 9, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No,
he came on for Jota. No, he came on for Jota, didn't he?
Played number 9.
He played number 9. No?
Yeah, Diaz stayed on the left, Jota went, and he went through the middle for Jota.
Yeah.
So
Nunez will get game time in the Brentford game.
I think Nunez starts the Brentford game. I'm going to say it now.
Oh no, it can't be.
Slot really likes Jota, you know. Slot likes Jota.
Actually, he has to like him, bro.
I think
got one goal.
I think Slot at first considered Darwin as his main number 9. Then he saw Jota in pre-season and changed his mind. Because Jota links the play better. Jota comes deeper and links the play better than Darwin.
You can see that just from highlights. So I don't.
Yeah,
this again was media driven. That Slot apparently spoke to Nunez and all this over the phone. When we do,
with Darwin, I think the game didn't need him. I was calling for him personally to come on just because I wanted to see something different, even though I don't know if it would have benefited us. I think I just wanted to see their defenders get put under some pressure and see what we can get out of it. I was in a bit of a dark place at halftime, but of course, it didn't come to that. Am I going to worry about Nunez at this moment in time? No. Are there going to be games suited to Nunez more than maybe someone be suited to Jota? There will be certain games for that.
Brentford at home is suited to Darwin, in my opinion.
I think there'll be certain games for Darwin, but we'll have to see.
We're smashing Brentford.
I wanted Szoboszlai off at halftime.
Same,
because I saw nothing different.
I agree.
But here it is, guys.
Oh, hang on. Whoa. Here you go. Sit back, Cal.
Dominic.
You might need to go on your own.
You cooked, G. Say less. Dominic, you cooked, G. You cooked.
Wow.
You cooked still. You done your thing.
There it is.
You done your thing still.
There it is.
You done your thing. Obviously, I need to see more.
There it is.
More than 40. I need to see more.
Too good to be true, in it.
That's like Mont's had a beautiful full English breakfast, but they forgot his cup of tea.
Like, don't get me wrong, I needed a bit more, but I'm not saying this is CGI. But like, no, don't get me wrong. I think I want to see this from the off. Like from minute one, I want to see that Szoboszlai. I want to see where he can be more tricky, he can be more intricate, he can for me be more brave and take shots, lick them shots off from outside the box. Be the player that we thought we was getting when we bought you, not the scrub that we've seen for the last 7 months. So for me, like his even though the 1-2 took a deflection, the intent, the right place at the right time, the positioning, brilliant. In the counter attacks, he was doing the right thing. He just cooked in the second half. I'm not gonna lie, everything he done was coming off. And for me, that's what I need to see. I need to see more of that. More of that. You know when the guy you think is crap does something and you go, more of that. More of that on the side. That's what I wanted to see. More of that. So
I still think his best position is left wing for us.
Oh, hell no. So yeah, no. Dominic, you done your thing. Yes, I would. If people are asking me, would I start? If y'all are asking me, would I start Dominic next game? Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
Wow.
I'd start him next game.
How do you?
But in talking about Dominic, we also have to talk about Elliot. Unused substitute, played the whole of preseason.
Should have started.
I think if any one of us are betting men, would you have put Elliot in the starting 11? I think most of us would have.
I thought he would have started. Yeah, I thought he would have started that game.
In hindsight, though, do you think it was a physicality thing? Because Dominic Szoboszlai is more physical.
Do you know what?
This is what I said for balance. I said even if we sign Zubimendi, by the way, how do we balance out Elliot, McAllister, and Zubimendi?
I think
Szoboszlai would have to play or Szoboszlai or Gravenberch would have to play just for sheer physicality.
I don't say, personally, right now, because Szoboszlai does win a lot of grand duels because he's physical, ain't he? So right now, for the foreseeable future, till there needs to be rotation, I don't think there's going to be much change in that midfield three. Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, and McAllister.
So what does this mean? What does this mean for Elliot though? Like we literally said, this is going to be Elliot's year. A lot of people, I've said it. This could easily be Elliot's year.
Bit part player.
Like, are we really going to sit there and let Elliot be a bit part player? What do we do?
He's still only 20. We got to remember this. He's still really
young. But Szoboszlai's 22.
Yeah, but Szoboszlai is ahead of his, more developed than Harvey is right now. I think, physically, looking at it structurally wise, I think Harvey's got still a bright future. We've got to play so much football, guys. The Champions League is 8 games bigger this year. Gravenberch is 22, and he's 22.
I believe.
Yeah, we had one of the oldest midfields last year. To have one of the youngest.
Yeah.
No.
It's I think Elliot will have plenty of game time. I think Slot looked at Ipswich away at Portman Road as maybe the physical test might be too much for Harvey. They put the bigger guys on. You got to think, Szoboszlai and Gravenberch are both 6 foot plus men. Then you got McAllister, who's the littler guy, but he's the controller. So you're not going to swap Harvey out for McAllister. So that midfield actually made sense at Portman Road, and I think Slot worked that out. Now for Brentford at Anfield, where he's got a bit more space, it's got to be as intense like the Ipswich game. Harvey can probably get minutes, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Harvey in the Brentford game.
Yeah. Another one, unfortunately as well, or fortunately for some, Curtis Jones, unused sub.
Yeah, Curtis stays numbered.
Chat, what are we saying for Curtis Jones?
I think, right, if you had to choose one of the two Monts who's going to stay for the next few years, are you going to choose Curtis Jones or Harvey Elliott?
Harvey Elliott.
And I think that's what the manager looks at as well. I think that's what even Klopp looked at. We got to remember with Harvey Elliott took Jordan Henderson's position.
Yeah,
Klopp played him. Yeah, Klopp played him all the time. Yeah, even ahead of Curtis as well. So I think long-term wise, I think in the next 3 years, I think Elliott's going to be a better player than Curtis Jones. And I think he's got more to his game.
Curtis Jones moves nuts in training, by the way. I know he does.
Yeah. I bet Curtis is a great trainer and all that, but I think Harvey's got the better 1-2 passing. The quick, the quick passes and the half turns.
I think they both sort of lack cutting edge, but I think they both lack cutting edge in terms of being in that higher crop of young players. But they're not like dusted young players, and they're not average young players. I think they're good young players.
I wouldn't get rid of Curtis, but I just don't think he's got a starting position.
If we could get the Jones we had this time last year, he starts for Liverpool, in my opinion.
But is that still better than Gravenberch though?
Depends. I still don't know if this Gravenberch is going to be. Listen, my stocks are in Gravenberch, but I don't know how this Gravenberch going forward.
So say this Gravenberch that played against Ipswich and the two. Let's go to 2 pre-season games before that as well, because he played good in them as well and carried it on against Ipswich. Say Gravenberch in this deeper role keeps cooking, and the way he plays, the way he receives the ball and breaks the lines, he's better than Curtis Jones, and they're the same age.
Well, it depends, because if you have McAllister, Curtis, and Grav, and it's the Curtis Jones from this time last year, that's not a bad midfield.
It's not a bad midfield, but Curtis holds the ball too long still. He holds the ball too long.
It depends, as I said, which Curtis are we getting? Are we getting the Curtis Jones that annoys us, or are we getting the Curtis Jones we saw last year that was releasing the ball on time?
Yeah, and it's still in that last pre-season game, before the main season started.
Yeah, like last year, Curtis was robust. He was press resistant. His shooting was good. He was chipping in with goals. He was chipping in with assists. He was doing it all. His dribbling was brilliant.
I think he suits a Klopp team and not a slot team.
Even though he says he likes slot ball.
It's mad, ain't it? Because you think he did that interview and he said he prefers slot ball better because as a midfielder it suits his game. But arguably he's been one of the worst midfielders in pre-season playing slot ball
since his takeover.
It's because he's carrying on that long, taking too many touches, he's not getting his head up quick enough. Where Gravenberch, if you notice, always got his head on a swivel, always looking forward, always up tall. So. I like Curtis. I like Curtis.
By the way, guys, 370 people in the house right now, and of course, we're on 147 likes. We should easily try and rise to at least 200 likes. So if you haven't hit the like button, make sure you do that. Subscribe to the Man as well. Names are in the title, and make sure you follow if you're not. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Big up everyone. I think Cal's just come back. Cal, we're just discussing Curtis Jones.
He's got a tough job getting back in his team, man.
And you sub.
He's got a tough job getting back in his team. Hate to say it, especially with Gravenberch stepping up as well, because last season he was ahead of Gravenberch in the pecking order.
He's a good squad player. That's what I would say.
He is a good squad player. It's just how long is he going to want to be a squad player, and how long till he gets a chance in the team?
I was just saying there, when he came out and said he prefers slot ball because it's better for him as a midfielder. And then in pre-season, he was actually one of the worst midfielders.
I was going to say he prefers slot ball because it's what he wants to do, but slot ball...
He doesn't do it, though. But he doesn't do it.
Well, really and truly, slot ball isn't about the midfielders hanging on to the ball. It's about the midfielders moving the ball quickly.
It's 1-2 touch passing, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what he started to master at Liverpool with Klopp. Yeah. And that's when we were all like, oh, this Curtis Jones really is about that. Like,
that's what we want to see. And then he went back to the old Curtis.
Yeah.
Yeah, Curtis has got that in his locker.
He needs to change his mentality. For me, it's a mentality thing with Curtis Jones. He needs to get rid of the arrogance.
Yeah, I think Harvey...
I think he needs to keep the football in arrogance, but know when and when not to use it.
And Harvey seems a bit more laid back. Like,
I just think I think Harvey's a better footballer. I'll say it.
Big up honesty in the house as well, man. Remember for 19 months, man.
Big up honesty, man. I think because Harvey's like 2 years younger as well. So
yeah,
I think Harvey is a more cultured player than Curtis.
Yeah, Gravy Boat is injury prone. We have to see also fitness wise of Gravy Boat.
Yeah, but go and research Slot's teams. Barely gets injuries.
I like how people are starting to use Gravy Boat as his name now, innit? I like that.
You seen the new people we got in charge of doing training now and the new fitness regimes they do. It's not going to be as taxing. And also, if someone's had a hard game, they don't train the next day. They don't.
I'm intrigued to see how this continues with Klopp, because you see all those players who are really comfortable under Klopp. That's stopped now.
But didn't they used to bully McAllister because they say Klopp? They say Klopp's your dad.
They didn't.
They did.
I'm just saying they were all comfortable.
That was a thing, no? You don't remember that? That was a thing.
Yeah.
They were all comfortable under Klopp. I don't think they're going to have that with Slot.
Does Slot seem ruthless to you? Because he does seem a bit ruthless to me.
It's very much a business relationship with Slot. Whereas Klopp,
I'm not your mate. I'm not your mate. Yeah, I'm not your mate. Don't ask me out for a beer.
Yeah.
It's like and that's. But he does seem still like a nice guy that they can talk to.
Yeah.
It's not like Rafa, where Rafa don't want to know you. Even
I was gonna say he's
between.
He's in between what Rafa and Klopp was.
Yeah, is that perfect blend? Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe is that. Because have you seen him when he's talking with Trent? They've obviously got a nice relationship.
Yeah, they did the little.
Where they can chat and have a laugh at each other and take the mick. But that's where it stops. Get back on your work now.
Yeah, I'm not.
I like that.
Allison for barbecue. No, I'm not.
Like, and apparently, but he's Dutch, and Dutch people sometimes are quiet. And it's not a bad trait, by the way. They're blunt, and they're like, "This is how it's going to be." And that's why he got
look at Virgil. Virgil's very blunt in his interviews.
Yeah, Virgil don't take no shit.
Yeah, he's blunt.
Straightforward, isn't it?
Look at the Euros when he said the ref cost him.
Yeah,
he just comes out of me. Don't care. Don't care.
I rate it though.
But ain't that what we? Obviously it's very early. It's one game, so it's easy to get carried away. But I will keep saying this: Liverpool have the third best squad in the league. So at my point in time, we should still finish third, right? And you let Slot build. So the people behind the scenes got to pull their finger out their ass and give Slot some tools to get even better.
Big up honesty with the super chat. He goes, aren't we overthinking after one game? For all we know, the players that don't play, Arnie will use them for the next game. Big up honesty, you might be true. True.
That's what I said, wasn't it? Like Harvey, Slot might have saw Harvey might have been too bullied in that Port Monroe game. Might be easier for him at Anfield, and stuff like that.
Yeah. Big up as well. Big up. Yo, what's good? He goes, Curtis fits Slot ball, but he wasn't bad in pre. And he wasn't bad in pre. Yes, he holds onto the ball for too long. He's not a progressive passer from deep. That's about it. Jones shouldn't be the first receiver. That should be Grav, but he should be the second receiver.
I thought Curtis was bad in pre-season.
Yeah, I thought Harvey Elliott was better in Curtis in pre-season.
I think I'm just really happy that the fans are calling Gravenberch gravy boat, man. I'm really happy,
guys.
I'm generally chuffed about that. That one's I'm chuffed.
What people have to sit there and realise is we're not calling these players bad players either. We're happy they're part of the squad.
Yeah,
it's just that some players might have improved and got better, which benefits Liverpool. If Gravenberch has got better and he's going to improve, and this form that he's showing right now carries on all season, then our midfield's improved from last season because we've got a better player now. So if that means Jones has to sit out for a while, it doesn't matter. That means Jones knows what he's got to do in training to get his place back. So that makes him better. So like Kwanzaa, Slot's comments, Kwanzaa can go, yeah, the manager was right because we won the game. Now I've got to pick my shit up. Now I've got to start improving in places so I don't get subbed again.
Yeah.
Don't let's just make the team better. Competition.
I like the ruthlessness of the manager and the in-game tactics to change things around. That's something I really like. I like the fact that he called it after the game as well. It's genuinely refreshing. It's genuinely refreshing. And I think also you don't just start with aura, you need to build aura.
Yeah.
Especially when you come from a team like Feyenoord, no disrespect to them. You haven't come from Real Madrid.
Yeah.
So sometimes when people come in calling the shots, they go, who the fuck is this guy thinking he can just call the shots?
He's got, that's what I'm saying. He's got roughness and
privilege. People trying to shout at you.
And he looks like he's got the players' attentions already.
You know
he's mostly doing something. And look, if he can take a photo of his hands in his pocket and his back arching, I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it.
Wild, I can't lie.
I don't know. Do you think he knew what he was doing?
Yeah, he must
have. About that one. But that's very true. We obviously got through Curtis, Elliot, and Darwin. Is there anything else about the game we want to talk about? Obviously, Mo Salah goal and assist. What more do you kind of? I don't know really what we have to say about Salah.
I'll say this right now. I thought Salah was good for the whole 90 minutes. He is a constant threat. His intelligence of running off the ball in that line and not being offside. Now, Darwin should study it.
Yeah,
Darwin should look at the way Mo moves off the ball.
Because Mo, like he does like what Messi does. Not Messi. He does what some players do, where they switch off. They look like they're switched off. They look like they're not bothered.
They look like they're doing that, and then bang.
Yeah, and then they're just gone.
Yeah,
they're gone. Like if you actually see the ball that Virgil played to Salah before in the build up to the Szoboszlai link up, Salah's like literally just walking. He's literally just walking, and he drops his shoulder and he's gone, and he's onside. Clearly, but he's got the run on the defender so much the defender can't even turn. You can't adjust your body in time to react to the run of Mo Salah. Because I'll be honest, that young wingback they had, he dealt with Salah a few times, in the first half.
Yeah, but Salah, but you could tell Salah knew he was going for his number eventually.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He just knew. And Mo looked like almost a bit. It's a little bit like old Mo.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like what's that basketballer that talked about Kobe, where I think he like he said he played against Kobe and he was like he said some trash talk to him and Kobe was like, "Good game." In the first quarter, like good game.
Oh yes, I know who you're talking about.
Do you know what clip I'm talking about?
Because he knew eventually he was going to get. It was all
happened with Michael Jordan as well in one of the games. He was wearing number 45 when he made his return, and someone said 45 ain't 23, and then the next game Jordan started wearing 23 again. And he said it was a whole nother ball.
You got these players in sports, these elite players. You just
you leave them.
You might think you leave them alone. Like Salah, the fullback was getting the job done a couple of times, but Mo, he's so like I bet that young fullback's legs were burning after that game. Because he was just running him, and eventually he's going to get in. I'm telling you right now, Mo is going to get 20 Premier League goals this season.
If he stays fit,
he's going to get 20 Premier League. He looks fresh, man. He looks like he wants goals, and he's got two GA already. So
I can't wait. And Anfield is his playground as well. You know what I'm saying? Like how he likes to get busy at Anfield.
Oh, he scored against Brentford. Yeah, let's just mark it down, man.
Big up honesty goes question. Arnie has a tendency to sit down with players and watch footage of their games and work on their weak points. What if he's doing that with CJ and Elliot, Darwin, Gakpo, and those guys?
I heard this. Have you heard this? What he does?
No.
So he takes a certain player and has a one-on-one with them and watches games back and tells and pinpoints where they can get better and stuff.
That's good. Good management. That. Big up honesty again with the super chat, my guy. Honestly, you're coming through with the super chats, broski.
Yeah, big up honesty.
He's saying prime Eto'o or prime Salah because Eto'o was a joke. 4 champs, only African to win back-to-back trebles. Woo! Eto'o was broken. I'm not gonna lie, Eto'o was broken.
Samuel.
I don't. Eto'o. Yeah, I mean Eto'o was a striker and Salah's a winger.
Yeah. But Eto'o, like, he was quick when man couldn't deal with pace.
Eto'o,
you know what I'm talking about. You know when man couldn't deal with pace. Like that.
Samuel.
I don't mind you giving that to Samuel Eto'o because he's a quality player. What I will say is that Mo Salah's the best African that's played ever in the Premier League.
Oh yeah.
I know people go to say Yaya Toure, and Yaya Toure was great.
Yaya's second.
You know, Drogba third, Sadio fourth.
I've got Sadio third.
What? And then Drogba.
I've got Drogba second above Yaya.
Yeah, Drogba was a big game player.
Actually, we're looking Premier League because for me, Drogba, I think 10 goals in 10 finals. Or was it 9 goals in 9 finals?
Yeah.
Not all of them are in.
Player. He's a big game player, man.
And I actually didn't know. I thought Henry had a goal in a final. Henry had 0 goals in 9 finals.
Yeah, he also can't coach a final either, but there you go.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a difficult one. I'll leave that one to the chat to answer that one if you guys.
I think Salah.
Oh yeah, Mr. Link, Mahrez, good shout. Good.
Yeah, Mahrez top 5.
The others are above him. The others are above Mahrez though.
Mahrez did do it at Leicester to give him his credit.
That season at Leicester.
He did do it at Leicester. So
you got to pick up Kolo as well. Kolo went on invincible.
Yeah.
Kolo Toure, top 10. I still put Salah number 1. What he's doing is ridiculous.
Yeah, I've got Salah number 1 as well.
Yeah, what he's doing is ridiculous.
Yeah. Big up selection. He goes, Grav just has the physical build and is our best receiver by a country mile, so it makes sense that he plays 6. Salah was asked first half like everyone else.
Oh, I don't think he was.
I do.
could handle him well first half. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but for me, Salah's just not doing much.
What people got to remember is Salah knows that he might not get. What Salah's doing is wearing that young youth out all game. He's running off the ball. Yeah, he's running off the ball. He's absolutely mad. He's running off the ball. He's crazy. He's never offside. His movement is incredible, and he kept running that fullback. So eventually, as the game wore on, he was going to get his way, and eventually he did. Like Salah got him behind loads of times. People forget how good he was coming deep as well, picking up the ball outside of the ball, passing. Fuck your pauses, right? Outside the ball.
It's good to just said he was coming deep in it, and I was like,
we've all done that. 3 kids, man.
Yeah, it's true.
But no, Salah running. He don't have to physically look pleasing on the eye to be good. But what he was doing on that right hand side in the first half was running the legs off that young fullback, and eventually it paid off.
Yeah.
That's what I look at. That's what I look at anyway. I mean, that's the way I just look at football.
Salah got the Messi problem. As long as he don't win anything with Egypt, they won't rate him that highly. Yeah, honestly, bro. Big up yourself for the super chat, man. It's man. That is a thing. Unfortunately, where people are like, I still feel Salah carries Egypt in it, but people just have this whole thing because they're not winning major trophies. That he's not carrying them to anything. But I do think Salah isn't as bad for Egypt is what people think. But yeah, no, but Salah just again. I hope he does kick on and he stays fit this season. If I'm honest,
we need.
When are you guys gonna start doing watch-alongs? It's been moved to match day 3 because I have to go away this weekend for work. That's why this weekend it doesn't start this week, unfortunately, guys. So apologies for that one. But we are back tomorrow at 2 to discuss like Man United, Ugarte, and Ramsdale, Wolves, and whatnot.
Yeah, that Ugarte, Man United looks done, don't it?
Yeah, and then obviously we're also gonna speak about, of course, Spurs losing and whatnot. We're gonna crash it on Ethan. But I think we are gonna wrap it up there. Is there anything else you haven't spoken about? Really?
I didn't know Ugarte was going Man United.
Yeah, they're wasting 70 minutes.
Yeah, it's on the loan with option to buy.
Yeah. Oh, it's a loan first, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a loan.
So they're just doing what they did last time, so they won't buy him.
Yeah. But listen, you lot, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. We're gonna leave it there. It is 3 a.m. I'm dying. Please subscribe to the channel. And yeah, let us know what you guys thought about the game in the watchbacks, man. I feel like against Brentford, that's a nice kind of game at Anfield that we should be winning comfortable. Hopefully we do. Of course, the Liverpool show will not be going ahead next week. If there's another day that the guys want to do it, I'll put a community message out and we'll figure it out.
Well, next Monday?
Yeah.
Are you away for Monday as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's on a promise.
But yeah, we'll try and figure out maybe doing on another day. If you guys are free, we'll try find maybe a day in the week to run the therapy.
Whenever.
But listen, you look, we are gonna end it there. Big up everyone in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Bare back settings, back slots. You know what I'm saying? Ipswich Town won't be walking home because we started.
You do realize me and Jay on the screen when you talk about back shot settings or
back shots. That's what it is, bro. Straight back shots, clapping cheeks. Ipswich Town got moved to. Big up, honestly, goes. Question: was Costas good, or he didn't have to do much because we were dominating? Bit of both. Honestly, I would start him against Brentford personally. Would you? Who starts against Brentford? Simicast or Robbo?
Robbo.
I mean, you don't all gonna say Simicast. You don't in the chat all gonna say Simicast.
I think Robbo does, man.
Bob says the quad is on. Jordan saying big up Mikey as well. Big up Sam as well. Monts moving like somebody. I don't know what you mean by that, honestly. I'll be honest. But big up Bob, big up Jay the activist. Can't unsubscribe to Ugate's OnlyFans. Jay, thank you, bro. Listen, it's crazy.
So hairy toe pictures. That's all it is.
We'll see you in the next one, man. I promise you. I'll see you in the next one. Love and subscribe, man. What a show.